Okay, Steven Spielberg. You know Steven Spielberg? You know that guy who made E.T.? E.T. phone home. E.T. You know E.T., right? You know the guy who made Schindler's List? You know the guy who made Saving Private Ryan? You know that Steven Spielberg guy? That moderately successful guy? Guess how he got his first job? Now, I want to make sure we're not missing out on a theme here. For free. That's right. He started working for free. His true story. He actually showed up at the studio and he discovered there was a guy working there. This is a true story. You guys can look this up. Go watch it on Biography tonight or something, okay? There's a guy working at the toll booth here. He's kind of like the toll booth security guy. And they've got this gate. You know, at these security places, they've got a gate like this. They've got this gate, and all the cars go by, and people walk in. They show them their ID badge, and they get in. So people walk by every day. They talk to the gate guy. We'll call him Toll Booth Willie. They talk to this guy, and he says, "Can I see your ID badge?" They say, "Yep," and he lets them in, and they go here to the studio. And this is what happens. So one day, he decides to dress up and look like he actually works there, and he waves at the guy, says hello, and he goes in, and he's not hired yet. He doesn't actually work there. He goes in and he just starts working as a gripper, which means he's a cord guy. He's grabbing cord, cable, he's working for free. True story. You know that he worked for free for a long time while going to college? And then eventually someone says, "Hey, Spielberg, who hired you?" And he's like, "I work here for free. I didn't see any job openings, so I basically started here working for free. You know, I want to get the experience." And they're like, "Well, hey, Spielberg, we got to do a new ad for the such and such account. Make it for us." And he did it, and that was his first deal. That's how you do it. You get your job working for free. Let me give you one more example that I'll be done harassing you, okay? Because I've already told you the example from my career. Let me give you the Steve Jobs example. Marshall, can you read this notable quotable from our main man, Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs. When I was 12 or 13, I wanted to build something and I needed some parts. So I picked up the phone and I called Bill Hewlett. He was listed in the Palo Alto phone book. He answered the phone and he was real nice. He chatted with me for like 20 minutes. He didn't know me at all, but he ended up giving me some parts and he got me a job that summer working at Hewlett and Packard. On the line, assembling frequency counters. Assembling may be too strong. I was putting in screws. It didn't matter because I was in heaven.
What does that mean? It means that as an action step for everybody watching this, I encourage you to go get The Pursuit of Happiness. That's the book, it's the movie, it's the book about Chris Gardner, and it's the character is played by Will Smith. So Chris Gardner's character is played by Will Smith, and he explains how he went from being a homeless man to becoming a multi-millionaire. And almost every situation that I have ever gotten an opportunity in my life, all of them involve me working for free. Even clients I land today, speaking events I do today. I'm not a celebrity, I'm a pale guy who's made some money. But the thing is, what I do is I reach out to these companies and I say, "Look, company, I would love to work for you for free." And they go, "Okay, what do you do?" I send them my demo reel, I send them my sizzle reel. Then they go, "Let's bring you in to speak." Next thing you know, I'm traveling out to New Mexico to teach the Hewlett Packard call center how to sell stuff. That's a true story. There's a weird hotel I stayed in called the Buffalo Hilton Resort, and my reservation got screwed up. I ended up sleeping there by the baggage claim, and it wasn't a good situation. But the point is, you always have to work for free because you've got to make a deposit in the experience bank. This is the experience bank. You've got to make some deposits, homies. You've got to make some deposits in here, and then you can withdraw in the form of actual cash, because here is the formula. Your practical, what? Your practical education. Work with me now. Your practical, feel free to say it with me. Your practical education. Your ability to do things. Your practical education plus your give you a hint, it rhymes. We're like a T.D. Jakes seminar here. Education plus your reputation. One more time, because I know you're smart, but it took me about 3 years to get this. Your education, your practical education, these are actual skills. These are things that you can do that have monetary value. Don't tell me you have a degree in who gives a crap from the University of who gives a crap about whatever. I'm talking about an actual discernible skill you have. Your practical education plus your reputation equals your level of somebody work with me, somebody help me, compensation.